Most of us inhabit the surface web, where every click is tracked. But beneath that regulated layer lie the uncharted depths of the dark web. Accessing this network requires the Tor browser. It functions by wrapping your data in encryption and bouncing it randomly through a global chain of servers. This severs the link between a user and their physical location, leaving no traceable path to the source. Within this vacuum of oversight, an anonymous marketplace called Silk Road emerged. It functioned like a digital black market version of Amazon, facilitating the trade of narcotics, of stolen data, and forged documents. Despite its hidden infrastructure, the site operated at a massive scale, processing over $1.2 billion in sales using untraceable Bitcoin. The entire empire was overseen by a single administrator known by the pseudonym Dread Pirate Roberts. Law enforcement faced a total investigative blackout. They were chasing a multi-million-dollar cartel where the servers were hidden, the currency was digital, and the leader appeared to be nothing more than a ghost in the machine. The digital phantom eventually took a physical form in the person of Ross Ulbricht. Ross grew up in Texas, where he was remembered as a polite, community-focused teenager who eventually earned the rank of Eagle Scout. He spent his college years studying physics, developing an analytical worldview that individuals should be free to trade without government interference. As Silk Road grew from a small experiment into a billion-dollar enterprise, Ross began to retreat into the Dread Pirate Roberts persona. The distance of the screen allowed him to view the marketplace as a purely technical challenge, rather than a real-world source of harm. The pressure of maintaining this digital empire eventually drew the attention of blackmailers who threatened to leak the site's user database unless demoed off. Fearing the collapse of his life's work, Ross's commitment to his system overrode his personal ethics. To protect the site, he allegedly authorized payments of hundreds of thousands of dollars to hitmen, intending to eliminate the threats to his business. The total anonymity of the dark web didn't just hide Ross's identity, it facilitated a transformation, allowing a physics student to manage a violent criminal enterprise from the safety of a laptop. For years, investigators failed to make progress because they were attacking the technology, but Tor's encryption was specifically designed to be unreachable through traditional digital surveillance. The case only moved forward when agents pivoted away from the dark web and began searching the regular internet for early mistakes made before the site became famous. In 2011, an IRS investigator discovered a forum post promoting the site's launch. The user made a fatal error, registering their account using Ross's personal email address. This single digital breadcrumb connected the Untrackable server to a living, breathing suspect in San Francisco. But the investigation faced a major internal crisis. 2 federal agents on the task force realized the site was so anonymous that they could commit crimes of their own without being caught. These corrupt agents secretly leveraged their insider knowledge to steal millions in Bitcoin directly from Silk Road, nearly derailing the entire operation to capture Ross. Even with a suspect in sight, the arrest had to be perfect. If Ross had time to close his laptop, his encryption would lock the evidence away. The agents had to catch him while he was actively logged in to the site's master controls. On a Tuesday afternoon, they followed him into a public library. As Ross worked, 2 undercover agents staged a loud, distracting argument behind him. When Ross turned to see the commotion, a 3rd agent snatched his open laptop before he could hit a single key. Defeating a system built on advanced cryptography and global routing ultimately required nothing more than a physical distraction in a quiet library. Ross Ulbricht's trial became a focal point for debates on internet freedom, but the court focused on the specific evidence of narcotics trafficking and the alleged murder-for-hire plots. He was eventually sentenced to double life in prison without the possibility of parole, a sentence intended to serve as a warning to any future digital kingpins. Yet the demand outlived its creator. Within weeks, Silk Road 2.0 and other copycats launched, utilizing the exact same technology Ross pioneered. The rapid emergence of these successors suggested that unregulated digital commerce was no longer just an experiment, but a resilient feature of the modern internet. Silk Road demonstrated that while mathematics can build a world of total anonymity, that world is only as secure as the people within it. Technology can provide the shield, but human error will always provide the crack.